All right, hello everybody. So I hope you can hear us well. This is going to be not a webinar, but just a video that we're recording because last time we messed up. I screwed up, and hey, stop looking so sleepy.
I'm not sleepy.
Yeah, so basically I'm torturing her one more time. This is the third time because
It's a pleasure for me
that's a lie. Do not believe
to be
it.
here.
Sure. It's just like such a standard phrase. You're like, I would like to thank my mom.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the third time I'm asking her to come here. So, but this time it's gonna work definitely. Okay.
Actually, the fourth time,
The fourth time, are you serious?
like we speak to each other.
No.
We were here 3 times and we talked on
Over the
Skype.
phone. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, let's just deal with this finally. And this time it's not gonna be a problem with the Wi-Fi or anything else.
It's gonna be a problem with my English.
No, it's not gonna be. Okay, anyways, Anfisa is a little bit tired because she just came from school and I'm still torturing her one more time, so apologies about that. Okay, let's move on. So I kind of like narrowed down the list of questions to just 13 so that she doesn't have to answer them all over again, and then we're gonna do one more thing at the end. Okay.
It looks stupid how we sit in headphones because they know there's no sound.
Shut up. It might. Okay. Anyway, we look stupid anyway because we're talking to ourselves. Okay. So first of all, this is Anfisa. One more time.
Hi.
Yes, she's 17 years old, and she's my tech student. We started studying like 6 years ago when she was 11 or 12. Still haven't decided. And she hated our classes, I hated our classes, and she wasn't progressing at all. But then something happened, I changed, she changed, and she's gonna tell you what has changed and why did she start like improving rapidly and enjoying the classes and actually like enjoying studying English even like without me, even on her own, right?
Right.
Okay. Start talking.
So when I was little, when I was young, I didn't care about English at all. Like I remember how I hated studying at school, and we had these extra classes, and my mom for some reason wanted me to do them, so I didn't understand it at all. So when I grew up a little, she hired her. Hired. Didn't say to me a word about that. She just said, "Oh, you have a tutor on Wednesday, here you go." I was pretty messed up and everything. So yeah, and we spent an unhappy, torturing year together.
Frustrating.
She brought me like this ton of paperwork, which I didn't want to do, lots of tests, lots of grammar. But something happened, and she actually wondered what I have done in my Sims 3 game. We spent pure 2 hours talking just about my Sims generations.
Yeah, that was not even like one class, no? Was it? I think it was like a few classes. Because like I was like, oh, Jesus
After
Christ,
that,
works.
you started asking me like, oh, what has changed?
Yeah. Okay, hang on, don't lose the table. Okay, all right. So, and how did you feel? Like, were you absolutely surprised, shocked? Like, why the hell does the teacher?
Yeah, I was surprised because it's not a common practice. I mean, it's not what teachers do.
Okay, but you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Was it difficult for you to start talking all of a sudden? Because before we didn't even talk, right? The
didn't
only
even
thing that
talk.
we were doing, we were just doing.
I didn't know
exercises
that I
and
can
studying.
talk. I could talk.
You didn't even know probably that English was actually, the purpose of studying English.
It's the main problem. Like everybody now learns something for their exams. And what is an exam? It's just you write something. Maybe you talk like for a little, and that's all. Nobody thinks about actual life and where you're gonna put your knowledge.
Okay. And when did you realize that you actually started enjoying studying English on your own, like just even without me?
I enjoy it because I started to get some progress. I gained new things and I learned new things.
How did you realize that, okay, like I actually can speak and understand English?
I don't remember actually, it's a hard question.
But I mean, did you realize it because you were able to watch movies or because you were able
Yeah, and I noticed how I maybe listened to some music and I actually started to be curious what this word means and I wanted to know more. So I always try to look up translations still if I know some new word. I always.
Does it stick to your memory? Like if you translate it, would you?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. And what about video games? Like I know you play video games a lot. Well, I think
Yeah.
you used to. I don't know.
Video games were a big part of my life, and it's actually cool now that I can play and watch all the things in the first place. Like I don't have to wait for translation, for example.
Okay, so you're like basically quicker than
Yeah.
everybody else. Okay. And do you remember what was the first video game that you started playing in English and you're like, whoa, I can actually do that?
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually bought the second part of it, the second season of it, and it was not that good. Kind of disappointed, but okay.
All right. Okay, so here we go. And yeah, let's just maybe comment on what exactly our classes were like after. So we have started talking about Sims and whatever you were doing there. But after that, like, what did our classes look like?
Well, we somehow became closer because you were interested, and I was actually interested in your personal life, in your interests, and your hobbies, and it was like that.
Like a bond.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would come to your classes. Would I bring more paperwork?
Sometimes,
I would.
yeah. Sometimes.
Was it as
But
frustrating? Or?
you brought like more interesting stuff, I remember.
Uh-huh.
Not just some stupid grammar, but you actually wanted me to know some more stuff. I don't know about Great Britain, for example, and all of these things.
Okay. And like I said before, right? You also like were teaching me a few things,
Yeah.
right? Like slang and things that she would learn from video games and YouTube channels, and right? And we would be like discussing stuff and like, yeah, like shipping again. Yeah?
Shipping.
Yeah,
What is
that's-
OTP?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Come on.
Wait, you told me. The only
No.
OTP?
Yes.
True pair. One true pair. One true
Pairing.
pairing. One
Pairing.
true pairing. Okay. All right. Got it. All right. So let's move on to the question. So what's a cool teacher like?
Cool teacher.
Yeah. Like the teacher that you would probably want to have as a mentor.
A smart teacher,
Smart. That's
and he's also kind, and I respect him, and he respects me.
That's important.
Yeah.
How do you understand? Like, how would you know, who to respect? Like, how
Well-
can I gain this respect for you?
Like we said, there should be a bond,
Okay.
like some kind of connection.
All right. So it's not even about authority, but it's more about personal
I think
relationship.
with personal relationship you gain authority too.
So it comes along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a teacher, like it has a higher place when you.
Okay.
you
That's
should-
not true. I mean, that
I don't know. That's what they told me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's because that's I believe the reason why the bond between a teacher and a teenager rarely exists, because you feel like there is a huge gap between you in generation and age and so on and so forth. Okay. All right. What is the biggest no-no for a teacher in class? What should a teacher never do? Like
I
if
hate-
a teacher does it one time, that's it.
I hate when teacher do something in my personal life, like they talk about it or trying to laugh at me somehow, kind of that stuff.
Okay, but also you just said that you like the fact that we were talking about your personal life.
But
So
when
there's
we
a
are
fine
not
line.
close, like some teacher whose lessons I have, I don't know, 2 times a week, and I don't want these lessons and everything, like
All right, but what if, let's say that's me, you know, and we're already close, and you already trust me, like, but is there anything that I could still do that you would be, like, that would be disappointing for you?
I don't know. I think it's it should be a very special situation.
So
Like it's not a common thing.
okay, there's nothing specific.
Yeah.
All right, but can you maybe remember any situation, any case in your school when a teacher did something or said something maybe, or like acted in a particular way that just threw you off, and then this person would never be able to gain your trust back?
Well, it seems kind of stupid, but as I'm a school student, I hate when they somehow touch me and my best friend. Like
Touch, like literally touch?
no,
physically?
like
Oh, okay. All right, got it.
maybe we sit next to each other and we're like silent, but everybody else they keep talking and they scream on us. But we didn't do anything, and it's annoying because we're already kind of grown ups. I don't know, and we can be we have normal attitude. Okay.
Okay, so basically you think that these teachers come up with, like, how do you explain it? Like, they're not fair to you.
Yeah.
So, like, they actually make up all the, I don't know.
I know
complaints
they're
and
like
whatever they have.
nervous and on edge or something because it's their job and nobody listens to them, but still. I also hate when they ask what I'm doing in my phone or trying to say something about it. Maybe I have something like very, very meaningful to me there.
Urgent.
Yeah, urgent.
Okay, but you also have to realize that this is their job. Like, they can't just like let it go, you know, and just put up with the fact that everybody is doing something on their phone.
Well, you just kindly ask the student to put it away. That's all.
But when you do it like a million times a day, you know, it's kind of hard to me.
I don't know how it works, honestly.
Okay.
I'm saying from my view.
All right, so that annoys you.
Yeah.
Okay, so just have to be like fair. But you do believe that there are certain cases when, you know, students are not fair to teachers as well.
Yeah, always.
All the time. All right. So why would a student be mean or unfair to a teacher?
Because teachers don't understand that students have their own personal life and their problems too. Maybe some time issues, maybe some relationship issues, everything. There are so much more factors about it, and they don't respect it at all.
Okay, but you have to realize that there are so many students that they have, you know, in each class, and you can't possibly think about like every single kid and their own problems.
And they have to realize that we have a lot of lessons too and a lot of teachers, and despite school we have maybe some special activities, like I said, maybe some relationship, it's important too, so like that.
So this is the reason why sometimes you're being mean to
Yeah,
teachers.
you just, I don't know, become anxious and everything.
Okay, so these are just emotions that you can
Yeah,
control.
yeah.
All right, okay, let's move on. So the next one is, how could a teacher gain your trust or authority? Or is it important actually? Like, is the bond between a teacher and student important to you, or a teacher has to just stay professional throughout the whole time?
I called that already, about bond.
No, okay, but I'm talking about school teachers actually. Because that was a different story, right? Because we had one-on-one classes, so we actually were close because we had the opportunity to do so.
It's hard, I know, it's hard with the school teachers because they have many students, of course. And of course, not everyone would listen to them. I don't know, like, what kind of teacher you have to be that everybody like respects you. But I know you should be patient, maybe. You should try to, I don't know, stay calm.
And if it's one-on-one, then what does the teacher need to do?
Find the way to this person, of course.
Approach.
Yes, an approach.
Okay. And is it important that the teacher shares your interests, your hobbies?
When kids ask you, it's all right, it's okay, because I know we often ask, like, maybe some funny stories they can tell and everything. I had these things, but yourself, I don't know, it's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
So you have to be silent, unless asked about it. Okay.
Because then they start to treat you as a friend or something. We will ask.
Okay, so like you have to wait until the right time comes. Okay, and what about like common interests? Like for instance, the reason why we bonded, one of the reasons was because we both love video games and we were talking about it a lot. So, is it important that a teacher and a teenager have some common ground?
Yes, it is important because it's so cool when you actually find out that that you can discuss something with the teacher, like share opinions and everything, like he actually knows something that you know, and there is no generation gap or some kind between you. It's awesome. It's a really cool feeling.
Okay, all right, so cool one. What do you enjoy the most in English classes, like activity-wise? What do you think is the most efficient thing that you can do or a teacher can offer during the class so that you can practice your English?
Some discussions maybe, like interactive things, maybe some competitive things, because students need some motivation, and competitions could be a good thing.
All right, so no exercises at all?
Exercises are needed to train something, right? Like maybe grammar, some new words, dictations, I think they work.
Okay.
No, actually they don't, because students always teachers tell you should learn these 20 words. So, for example, they learn it, they write it on the lesson, and then they throw them away.
Okay, all right. So it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
At all. Okay. So it has to be more interactive, yeah, so that the students interact with each other in English. Okay, got it. When did you realize English is important? What helped your motivation? So, like, is English important? Have you realized it?
Yes, English is important because, of course, all the languages open doors. And it's all about communication and meeting other people, of course, and learning new stuff. And when you learn a new language, of course, there are so much more information. Like all the internet, for example, is yours. You can find wherever you want. You can watch whatever you want. You can listen to whoever you want.
But now being 17, it's easy. It's easier said, right, than being 14, for instance. And as far as I remember, you realized it back 3 years ago, or even more, 4 years ago. And at that time, maybe you were not as mature as you are now. So what helped you at that time? Because at 14, I remember you didn't care about traveling, you didn't care about anything.
Yeah, I still don't care about a lot of things. But I don't know, maybe I was kind of selfish in a way, because I myself like when I can do something, when I'm good at something, for example. And I found out that I'm good in English. So it was like...
Okay, so that was like just kind of like treating your self-esteem, because as a teenager, right, everybody has a little bit of damage to it, right? And that was, okay. So you were feeling good about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. All right, next one. How do you maintain your level of English? Because I left 3 years ago, and you basically stopped talking English, right? As you can see, you're still pretty fluent. And how do you do it?
Well,
that's not just for teenagers and teachers, but for everybody.
Like you can say, I have nobody to talk to, so my pronunciation is kind of went down. But my vocabulary is still good, and I watch a lot of YouTube videos, not stupid videos, normal videos.
Like, what's not stupid on YouTube?
Well, YouTube nowadays is such a trash hole. it's just awful.
How do you pick the ones that are, beneficial for your English or for your knowledge or whatever?
I don't know, it's just kind of random. Like you find somebody cool.
Does it matter to you, like the accent that they speak in, like American or British or Australian?
I myself pretty adore English accent. I think
British
it's so cool. Yeah,
All right, so you prefer listening to that.
yeah. And then American speak, it's just it's not pleasant.
Okay. Okay, so movies, YouTube. What else? What else helps you to maintain?
Music, of course. I always look up the lyrics often. I
How
don't know.
did you not lose the fluency? I was so afraid that she would come here and she would literally be not able to say a word because you would stumble, every single word because you didn't speak for such a long time.
I talk in English in my head sometimes. I don't know why.
Interesting. So to yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
I sometimes write to my friends in English. Friends say, "Stop showing off," and I'm like, "Okay," but I'm not showing off. It's just cool. I think it's funny.
But you realize they don't speak English, at least at that level that you do.
Yeah. Well, I teach them. They should be thankful.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that should be great.
My best friend actually tells me, "Oh, you teaching me. You say me new words."
Okay, all right, got it. Okay, so talking to yourself and forcing your friends
Yeah.
yes, to speak English. All right. Okay. Why does school suck? Why
does school suck?
Why do you hate school so much, and what could be done?
I don't hate it. I don't care about it. It's just if I
specifically remember you said despise one time to me. Not even hate.
I needed to say something.
Okay. So that was not true.
It's just if don't go there, I wouldn't go there like that. And I feel kind of forced to go there, and I don't like this part of it. Of course, I know education is cool. Not really. It's so. Most part of the time, it's not fun at all. Like learning new stuff because it's hard, but it doesn't matter.
It's lazy.
Yeah. I don't like being forced to do something.
Okay, all right. But how can you imagine school without being forced to do anything? Because, again, like you said, if you had a choice, you wouldn't even go there. So, what can we do to make school, more fun, more enjoyable, more entertaining, and maybe motivate students? Is there anything we can do as teachers?
Well, at first, I don't work in the government, educational part of the government. So I don't know. I'm just a lazy student, and everybody is like me.
Accepted.
Everybody is. I don't know. Maybe if we actually were feeling like we have some more free space.
Free space.
Yeah, and teachers would be kinder to us.
What do you mean by free space? Like giving you more choice, or
Yeah.
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 What kind of choice? Like what
Like,
subjects?
for example, I don't like physics at all. I don't need it in my life, but I have to go there 3 times a week. Why? I feel like it's a waste of my time, literally.
And I remember last time you told me also about going outside. Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why does it matter?
Because you feel trapped there, in this one ugly box. My school also looks very bad. I wonder where the money go, which we spent.
It's the pockets of
Yeah.
Cheers. All right. So you would actually like to spend more time outside, even during winter.
Maybe, yeah. We had actually bakery near our school, so I wish we could go there because I want to eat.
Something delicious, yeah, right? School also doesn't serve delicious food usually. Okay, let's move on. What was the most fun part in our classes? Have you talked about it?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then forget about our classes. Let's say you said that you had an Italian teacher, right? Who was pretty cool. So what was so cool about her? Like, what was fun about her classes?
Oh, I actually kind of changed my mind because I fell asleep today in my Italian classes. I like that she's very kind and doesn't force us to do anything. Well, like she realizes that the Italian lesson and Italian language doesn't take the first place in our lives, and not every teacher realized that. That's where the problems begin, I think. Like I said, they don't respect us for our problems, and maybe that we don't have time to do some stupid routine paperwork for their subject. Like it's not that special. So she kind of respects it, and if we don't bring something in time, she waits, and she's like a friend to us too.
Okay, but is there anything that she does during the classes that you enjoy, like maybe some activities or maybe the way?
Yeah, we
she
play
teaches you?
games. We watch movies in Italian, like cartoons. And we also have a very small group there. Like our group in Italian is the smallest, I think. And we like to chat with each other and with her. We have a nice atmosphere in Italian and Russian.
Okay, all right. We were already talking about the bond between students and teachers. Okay, what are teens terrified of? Like, is there anything that teachers have to keep in mind, you know, and maybe not force you to do this stuff because you have some sort of fear or phobia, doubts?
Us teens maybe are afraid of being laughed at. Like when kids are small, they are excited about new things. They want to learn everything. Like I remember it for at least. So they should start speaking and doing things in that age. While you think about everything less, you don't have this nervosity or something like this.
Okay. So, and then when you become a teenager, you become more like self-aware and self-conscious.
Yeah.
Okay, you're scared of people like.
You're not that confident about yourself, of course.
Okay, and is there a way how a teacher can encourage you to become more confident, to become less self-conscious?
They should pay more attention to the mostly shy students, of course.
And do what? Like, how can you encourage this person to speak out? Maybe?
Well, you don't put them in like. Don't put them apart.
Ah, I mean, like, don't single them out.
Yeah.
Okay. So this person.
Try to connect all your students, maybe, so everybody has a chance to talk, to express their feelings and everything.
Okay, awesome idea. Okay, okay, we already talked about this one too. Okay, should a teacher speak only English in class or switch back and forth? What would you prefer?
In the first place, I think it would annoy me that I don't understand everything, it too fast or something, but it's actually a good idea. So students will, I don't know, I forgot the word.
Get used to it?
Yeah, get used to it.
Okay, but where's the fine line between it? Because I do remember when we were first starting to speak English like fully, that was actually talking about Sims, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were also a little bit overwhelmed by the fact that I was speaking English out of nowhere to you, right? So.
But I actually started speaking. Like I said, I didn't know that I can do it. So.
Yeah, so you were surprised about it yourself. Okay.
If it wasn't for that, maybe I wouldn't even started.
Okay. So, does it have to be like, also all of a sudden the teacher starts speaking English, or it has to be like gradually, step by step?
No, all of a sudden.
All of a sudden?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to like first overcome this shock.
I know that in English schools they speak in English all the time.
Yeah, That's true, and it works.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't believe that I actually spoke Russian to you. Like since that time, maybe at first
No,
I was
you didn't.
translating something, but yeah, after that, like I only spoke Russian to you. I mean English to you. All right, and this is the last question that we have here. What kind of topics would be interesting and relevant for you to discuss? And I have a choice here, so I'm going to be giving you a choice of topics, and you just tell me whether you prefer to talk about it or not. Religion.
Very controversial, but okay.
That's okay. You would actually.
Okay.
Wow, that's surprising. Okay, politics.
Why not? I would like to know more stuff, maybe.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what's happening in the world.
All right, and you can also discuss, you know, how you can improve the Russian government, right? And what can you do to like raise our country to a better economy or something? Okay, cinematography.
Of course, it's interesting.
All right, what sphere of it?
What do you mean?
Like, would you like to talk about movies, or would you like to talk about the history of cinematography, or
Movies
actors or TV
and
shows?
actors, yeah.
So, like, discuss
They're
them.
interesting people, yeah.
Okay, music bands.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because music is a huge part of life of teenagers, for
Are
example.
all different. Everybody has an absolutely different taste in music. So, you know, they could start fighting all over. Like,
Well, everybody hates me and my best friend because we're listening to K-pop. But if we actually had a chance to, I don't know, talk about it, it would be fun.
to
I
prove
tell
your
you.
point, yeah,
Yeah.
like share.
Not everybody hates us. I mean, everybody thinks it's very funny, and actually, I don't know, it's a nice little local meme around our class.
Okay. All right. Next one is weather.
No,
Why not?
because I don't know. For example, in our climate, St. Petersburg, it's always the same.
Okay, it doesn't change. All right. Next one, medicine.
I don't actually know what you can talk about in this
Like
team.
diseases and how to treat them and stuff like this, you know, and like what kind of maybe weird
It's kind of touching theme.
it is. It's a very
Oh, okay.
sensitive one, but you can make it fun, you know, somehow. Technology.
Well, yeah, we all have a progress nowadays. It's like huge steps. Of course, I think everybody should know what happens in
So,
this
like,
sphere.
Talking about devices or
Yeah.
maybe future stuff, like future
You know, this AI topic is very interesting.
artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you can actually watch like I was also thinking that you could watch like a video. This is not a mirror.
I look ugly.
Come on. Like so, AI is a great topic because you can actually watch a movie, like not a movie, like a little short video of a robot talking, for instance, yeah, and then discuss it. And
Yeah. You can read Elon Musk's Twitter and discuss it. I don't know.
by the way, what do you think about using, you know, like online, you know, social media and stuff like this to teach students, like Instagram or, yeah, Twitter, Facebook, like all this stuff?
It could be useful for sharing like some activities or exercises like that.
But not like literally using information from it. I mean, you know, like posts.
Information,
Yeah.
of course, you can use it. Like, who reads books nowadays? Let's be honest here.
I do.
I mean, where can you? In the internet, you can find whatever you want, like that.
Yeah, and the English there is up to date, right? Because when you read books, it might be a little bit outdated. Great. All right. Traveling. Would you like to talk about traveling?
Yeah, because somebody maybe would be interested in it and start traveling, like in their future life.
So it can be like inspiring. Okay. Relationship. Like romantic relationship.
Romantic relationship. I'm not sure if students would actually talk about because it's a very touching topic too. But you know how they always get embarrassed when some teacher's like, oh, this girl likes this guy, how's it going? So I don't know, it's kind of funny, maybe.
So it doesn't have to get like too personal, right? It has
Yeah.
to be like, I got it. All right, and school.
School.
Yeah. Would you like to talk about school, or because you hate it so much you would like
Oh,
to
it's
avoid
everlasting topic.
Yes, so you can actually talk about it.
Like every teacher ever asks you, oh, what about school?
No, but not in this way. But like for instance, you could do like a project, like the best school on earth. I don't know, or you could talk about like what subjects would you like to choose, or wearing uniform or not wearing uniform, bringing your phone to class or not.
Well, we discussed it actually, and I don't really like it because I don't know, it becomes boring. Like you always in that sphere every day, in that.
Okay, so you would like the classes to be like an escape, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. The last part, hopefully, but I will stop torturing you again. I will just give you some sort of dilemmas, and you're gonna have to choose between them. Okay? So homework or not homework?
No homework.
Why?
I should explain all of that.
Well, that's fine because like homework can be very, very beneficial and efficient for you.
I forgot to mention, I prefer, like, I'm the best at presentations, actually. Like the visual part. I love doing them. I can do it all day. And I always spend hours doing them. So
that
like
would be your
this,
homework.
yeah, like these special projects.
So it has to be like something
How
creative.
many, like, yeah.
What about
And
essays?
I write compositions.
Is that because you can actually express your opinion?
Yeah, then they actually, when you actually can do it, and they don't put you in
Restrictions?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So, like,
okay.
when you have freedom of expressing yourself. Okay. Strict teacher or kind teacher?
Kind teacher?
Not even a little bit strict?
No,
Do you think I'm strict?
kind of.
I shouldn't have asked you that. Okay. So you did like all classes, but I was strict.
You were like the best.
Aww. Okay, likewise. Watching movies or communicating?
Watching movies.
Are you serious? When
Because
I asked you what's the best activity, you actually said like talking and interaction and so on and so forth.
because I'm not socializing person. Not because I can socialize, because I'm a sociopath kind of. So I just like watching something.
Okay, but which one do you think is more effective?
It's 50-50.
Okay, so all the best should be. Okay, English or Korean?
Korean.
No, you broke
Because
my heart.
English, I already kind of know, okay? And I'm really looking forward to Korean.
What about like if you had a choice of like keeping your English, or substituting it with Korean to the same level? So like you forget English, all of a sudden, but Korean at the same level.
I need Korean.
So you would give up English?
I need it, okay? I have my reasons.
So yes, you would.
Yeah.
I'm brokenhearted. Grammar or vocabulary?
Vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's more important for learning English?
Because if you don't know the meaning of words, you can't say nothing.
But, if you don't know grammar, you can be just like sticking words together.
But after a while, I don't know, you just you will understand how it works. But without vocabulary, you wouldn't
won't be able
manage.
to express
Yeah,
yourself.
of course.
Okay. One-on-one classes or group classes?
One-on-one,
Why?
because it has more impact, obviously.
Is it
And it's-
more fun though?
Yeah, why not?
Because like you're always together like with the same person.
Well, sometimes I don't want to see like these other people.
Okay.
You know, like I see my classmates every day, and we are not that close friends. So
So, like, it depends on the group. Yeah. If it's the group of your friends with a teacher, then it
Yeah.
would be cool. Okay.
it's really funny.
Teacher's appearance or teacher's age?
Teacher's appearance.
Why?
Because I know some teachers who actually look cool somehow, and I respect them for that. But they are like in the age already, and I don't know.
But doesn't matter, you know, if the teacher, like, is there a generation gap? You know, if the teacher is close to you in age, would it somehow?
That actually matters too. So I don't know. But generation gap, it's a problem.
Right. So maybe it's actually not about the age itself, but more about the behavior of a teacher. Yeah. If she or he understands you and tries to be up to date, yeah, and whatnot. Okay. All right. Casual or professional attitude?
It's 50-50 too. There
Has
should
like
be
a
like,
fine balance.
yeah, balance in the middle.
Okay. Textbooks or worksheets? You don't have any other choice. I know you hate paperwork, but like textbooks or worksheets?
Worksheets,
Worksheets.
because textbooks are heavy.
What if you don't have to carry them?
Still,
Like, what if I bring them
it's
to you?
uncomfortable.
Okay.
I don't like
But worksheets are also like really uncomfortable because you have like lots of them. And then
I don't know, I like it more.
Okay, all right. Work and medium. Okay, teamwork or individual work?
Teamwork, because you have less work to do.
Lazy ones. Okay. School or college?
College,
Why? That's gonna be more complicated.
but I don't know, you actually have more free space.
Okay.
That's what I was
Again, so
talking.
freedom of choice.
Yeah.
You choose your own subject and stuff like that. So, okay. We actually talked about it one more time. Fully in English or translating to Russian?
Fully in English.
Fully in English. Okay. All right. So let's round it off with.
Wrap up.
Yeah, like let's say we've already talked about teachers and how you would prefer teachers to teach you, but what could be your advice for those who are just starting to learn English? Like, how can you encourage them? What should they do not to give up, you know, and to see some progress?
Be patient, love their job, and love their students.
Oh, wait, this is about teachers. Not about teachers, like
Not
about
about
people who are
teachers.
just starting to learn English.
I just passed out. Don't give up, of course. It stands for everything. Everything is hard in the beginning, but when you gain progress and gain happiness, it all worth it.
Okay, it's worth it. All right. Bye.